If you're considering adding an algae-eating fish to your aquarium, then stick around. This is Riley with All Things Fish Keeping, and in today's video, I'm going to be comparing the Bristlenose Pleco and the Rubber Lipped Pleco. Now, one of the best things about both of these fish is they both stay at a manageable size and can fit well in most aquariums. We'll break down the similarities and differences with both of these types of fish and help you find the right fish for your setup. Alright, let's get started with the Bristlenose Pleco first. The Bristlenose Pleco originates from South America and is a tropical fish that does well in temperatures ranging from about 72 degrees to 80 or so degrees of water temperature. Unlike some plecos, Bristlenose Plecos are true algae eaters and will eat a variety of algae on a variety of different surfaces. In terms of size, Bristlenose Plecos will typically max out at about 5 inches. For the most part, male and female Bristlenose Plecos will look pretty similar in appearance, but the males do, over time as they mature, get these bristles on their nose and on the front of their face, which is where the name Bristlenose Pleco comes from. As far as temperament goes, these are very peaceful fish and can do well in community tanks. They generally are very peaceful and don't cause any problems with other fish. The only concern can be if they're too small, they can be preyed upon by other larger fish, but that goes with any fish for the most part. As I mentioned, these fish are algae eaters and they will do a great job of cleaning up the algae in your tank, but it's important to keep in mind that because they are so active in eating algae and keeping the aquarium clean, that you'll likely need to provide some additional food for them to supplement their diet. I'd recommend having some high quality algae or kelp wafers on hand, and even things like blanched vegetables like zucchini, cucumber, or green beans can be really good for them as well. I've personally found Bristlenose Plecos to be pretty shy and a little bit skittish, as with a lot of different plecos and algae eaters, but at the same time, they're not afraid to come out in the open during the day and eat the algae off of the substrate or off of aquarium decorations, which I personally think makes them a little more enjoyable to keep overall. Alright, let's shift gears here and talk about the Rubber Lipped Pleco now. Like the Bristlenose Pleco, they also originate from South America, and as such, enjoy a water temperature between about 70 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. They typically also max out at about 5 inches in length generally, but they do differ in appearance from Bristlenose Plecos. Rubber Lipped Plecos have more of a tan body color typically, with lines across most of their body and spots on the front of their face. Another similarity that they share to the Bristlenose Pleco is their diet. They again are more of a true algae eater and do a really nice job of cleaning up the aquarium, but I have found that the majority of the time, at least in my experience, they will stick to cleaning algae off of the aquarium glass and other flat surfaces. I do see on occasion that it'll come down to the substrate and clean things up there, but I notice that most often when I place an algae wafer in the tank that's sunk to the bottom, and not as often on their own as they're searching out algae that's growing naturally in the tank. They also are a very peaceful fish with a nice temperament and can do well in community setups with almost any other fish, but they do seem to be a little bit more skittish in my experience than the Bristlenose Plecos. It's a little bit harder to see them out and about quite as often in the tank, because they really like to have a place where they can go and hide and not be seen. Both are really great fish, but if I had to pick one to use in my tanks, more often than not, I would go with the Bristlenose Pleco, due to the fact that they are more versatile overall in eating algae in various areas of the tank, both on the aquarium glass, substrate, decorations, and the fact that they're a little bit less skittish, so they're typically seen and enjoyed more often. I hope this video has been entertaining and helpful for you. If it has, please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you have any questions or comments or want to share your experience, please do so in the comment section below. Thanks so much, and hope to see you on the next one.